Audio Jungle.
Missing woman found dead in St. Thomas. The body of a woman who had been reported missing was discovered Monday morning in Golden Valley, Seaford, St. Thomas. The deceased has been identified as 28-year-old Rashni Bonfield, also known as Denisha, who resides in the Golden Valley area. Her semi-nude body was found in a bushy area around 10:30 a.m., bearing wounds to the forehead. Bonfield was reported missing to the police at approximately 7 p.m. after she was last seen leaving her home around 3 p.m. that same day. It is believed that she was raped and killed. Investigations into the incident are ongoing. Soldier killed in Mullines Road attack identified. The Jamaica Defense Force soldier who was killed in an attack along Mullines Road in St. Andrew early yesterday morning has been identified. He is 26-year-old Private Fernando Dixon. The identities of his attackers, who were traveling on a motorcycle, are yet to be released by the police. The police say both men were clad in black attire. The police report that two men traveling on a black Honda bike without a plate rode up on Dixon, who was traveling in an Audi motor vehicle, along with four occupants, and opened gunfire. Dixon used the vehicle to hit the men from the black motorcycle, killing them on the spot. He was transported to the Kingston Public Hospital, where he was pronounced dead. The police were called to the scene, where two firearms were recovered. Indicom probing fatal Mountain View police shooting. The Independent Commission of Investigations Indicom is probing the fatal shooting of a man by the police along Mountain View Avenue in St. Andrew yesterday morning. The deceased has been identified as 55-year-old Eric Shakespeare. According to Indicom, it is alleged that a police team breached a room and Shakespeare was seen with a firearm pointing at officers. The police reportedly fired at him in response. He was pronounced dead at hospital. A Smith & Wesson 9mm pistol was reported as recovered from the scene. Indicom says the incident scene was examined and evidential material was recovered, processed and packaged. The hands of the deceased were swabbed from gun residue. The concerned officers were also served with notices regarding submission of statements and interviews. Upon residents mounting for a roadblock to protest the shooting, Indicom is appealing to witnesses to provide photos, videos, or information available about this and other fatal shooting incidents. The information should be shared via Indicom WhatsApp number at 876-553-0000, or persons may visit or contact the Office of the Commission at 876-968-1932. Indicom indicate that 22 persons have been fatally shot by the security forces since January. First Super Lotto winner for 2025 bags $258 million. A lucky ticket holder has become Super Venture's first Super Lotto winner for 2024, bagging $258 million. The winning numbers were 410, 15, 22, 30, and the Super Bowl 8. The draw took place on Friday, January 24. The winning ticket was purchased at Newly Texas Station and convenience store in Mandeville, Manchester. The winner has 90 days for the draw to claim their prize by presenting the signed winning ticket and a valid identification at the Supreme Ventures flagship store at Twin Gate Plaza, 25 Constant Spring Road. In 2024, the Super Lotto jackpot was hit 4 times, and the jackpot ranging from $162 million to $294 million. 3 of the winners were Jamaicans. Hyper Project Star partnered to boost poultry farming in Maypen. Approximately 30 poultry farmers from Maypen, Clarendon have been equipped with vital resources and skills to enhance their farming practices from a collaborative initiative led by Project Star in partnership with Hyper and other government agencies. The training session held recently aimed to boost income-generating capacities while promoting sustainable agriculture practices among farmers. Wendy Hill, Senior Economic Development Lead at Project Star and the chair of the session, underscored the importance of partnership in advancing agricultural development. This initiative is more than just farming, it's about building resilience and empowering farmers to maximize their potential, he stated. Rommel Garden, project officer of the Project Star Maypen Field Office, revealed that the initiative stemmed from a series of community walkthroughs in Havana Heights Racetrack, and Treadlight District, where residents expressed keen interest in pot reforming. He explained that Project STAR subsequently engaged key partners including Hypro, the Rural Agricultural Development Authority, the Social Development Commission, and the Jamaica Constabulary Force JCF to bring the initiative to life. During the session, farmers were introduced to best practices in poultry production, including tips shared by Dr. Roberta Harris Daly, a veterinarian at Hybro. Dr. Harris Daly provided practical advice on tackling common challenges in poultry farming, emphasizing the importance of preventative care and proper management techniques. The Rural Agricultural Development Authority representative encouraged farmers to register with the agency, highlighting the benefits of access to ongoing support. Meanwhile, Constable Colette Thompson of the JCF addressed the pressing issue of predatory larceny, offering strategies to safeguard farmers' investments. Hyper's marketing manager Antoinette Bromfield reaffirmed her organizational commitment to supporting farmers despite the hurdles faced. Barriers came and barriers stop us, but we push through because this initiative is too important to abandon, Bromfield shared. She emphasized that the training extended beyond the provision of products, focusing on technical expertise and skill building to ensure sustainable success for farmers. One of the attendees, Oshane Anderson, a poultry farmer from Treadlight District, expressed heartfelt gratitude for the support. I feel really good. This will help my business a lot because I have 3 kids to take care of, Anderson stated. Having farmed for 5 years, Anderson shared his struggles, including losing 60 birds due to unforeseen circumstances. It's been rough for us, but the support we receive today will push us far away, he added. Farmers receive baby chicks, agricultural supplies, including feed and other essential resources, alongside interactive presentations designed to enhance their practical knowledge. Attendees were encouraged to share the knowledge gained with others in their communities. Each one teaches one. Bromfield urged highlighted the importance of collective growth for the industry future. Many of the farmers expressed that the training and resources were a foundation for a transformative year ahead. This initiative represents a significant step towards strengthening the agricultural sector and empowering communities in Clarendon, said Brenda Knight, a farmer. Duncan warns against lofty and impractical election promises. Fiscal Advisor Committee Chairman Keith Duncan has warned against lofty and impractical promises, including raising the income tax threshold or solely debt repayment, as Jamaica heads towards a general election due by September. As election festivities reach fever pitch and the silly season intensifies, both political parties should jettison the temptation to overpromise election goodies for which we do not have the capacity to deliver owing to current fiscal constraint, he argued in an opinion piece published in the Sunday Gleaner. Duncan added, the party should instead seek to outline it to its voters how we can build on the foundation of a hard-won macroeconomic stability to drive inclusive growth of the Jamaican economy. The committee is a body of non-governmental representatives including the private sector and academia. It was set up to provide views of the country's fiscal and economic overlook of the government's fiscal commission and guardian against unrealistic budgets. Duncan's comment also comes weeks before the tabling of budget for the upcoming fiscal year and as the government heads into negotiation with public sector unions for new wage agreements to replace ones that will end on March 31. Duncan pointed to risk associated with increasing the income tax threshold and slowing debt repayments to redirect funds to other areas of expenditure. He noted that last year's increase in the personal income tax threshold to 1.7 million came at a fiscal cost of 8.9 billion, and raising the threshold to 2 million would cost an additional 13.4 billion, while an increase to 3 million would demand others 38 billion. Based on fiscal forecasts, there is very little to no room for increasing this threshold unless this expenditure is accompanied by additional tax revenue, whether in the form of newly introduced taxes or increase its existing rates of taxation, said Duncan, who heads the JMMB Group and Financial Services Company. Duncan also warned against suggestion of slow debt repayment, a move he argued could weaken Jamaica's credibility among international investors and credit rating agencies. He said rating agencies and domestic and international investors will be watching us keenly to ensure we maintain our fiscal responsibility. Otherwise, we could pay the price for reduced confidence and creditworthiness, as well as higher interest costs that will negatively impact Jamaicans in all spheres of life. Remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.